What's up, everybody? Back today to talk about a new anthology film called Southbound. It has some of the directors that were involved with VHS Part 1 and 2. And you know, I'm not going to say it's as good as VHS 1 and 2, but there are some aspects I did like about this film. One of the main groups involved with this is that Radio Silence crew or whatever they are, and you know, they did the haunted house segment from the first VHS movie. But let's get into Southbound a little bit. The revolves basically around a desert road, you know, a highway that at night it's scary, during the day it's desolate, during the night it's desolate. So that's a big part of it. And it has this sort of like theme of, you know, the road to hell. Obviously it's called Southbound. So there's people that have done bad stuff and that are doing bad stuff, and you know, the stories all intertwined. I kind of like the way they intertwine the stories instead of having like a crypt keeper or something like that. It's Larry Fessenden on the radio, and he's like a DJ, and each group, some part of the movie, they're listening to their radio station. So that was kind of cool. It's kind of vague, and you know, and the first segment I thought was cool. There's like these creature things, and I thought they looked cool till you got really close up to them. Then they kind of looked a little goofy. I think it's going to be up in there. Most people are going to think they look goofy, or some people are going to think they're cool. I was, you know, on the borderline like that too, but I did like the theme of the first one. My favorite one was, though, the girl band one, and then that kind of leads into the one that has this really intense scene that is like an operation, and that one was actually tense and kind of gross, like a horror movie, and that one was probably the highlight, I thought. The surgery scene, I will refer to it as that, not to ruin it for you, but I thought that was one of the better parts. And then like every anthology, you know, some of the parts are weaker. This one didn't really have a super strong weak one. They all kind of were cool, but the way they tied together, like I said, was kind of a little bit vague. It, you know, mostly just had to do with the same part of desert, this highway road, you know, and it's not like any specific road or anything, and that is kind of leads me to the things that I thought were bad about it. Just, I thought the stories were cool, but they lacked development, and I know it's an anthology and you don't have that much time to develop them and get that deep into them, but I thought they could have explained slightly more at least. They're just very vague, and I mean, you know what's going on, you get the gist, but at the same time it's just kind of like, the stories could have been better if they just, you know, added some depth to them, I think. Overall, the rest of the movie's good. They have some gore, not too much. The ideas for the stories I thought were cool, but just like I said, the lack of depth of the stories kind of bugged me. I like the way they ended it. I don't want to ruin the ending for you, but the way they ended it, I thought was kind of cool. They bring the story full circle, and I thought that was cool. Overall, I thought Southbound was fairly good. I'm not, you know, all super excited about it, but I think if you're a horror anthology fan, you're going to want to check it out. It's a little bit of a different flavor. I kind of like that. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Hopefully, you know, in a couple years we're still talking about it and it doesn't get forgotten. I think it has a chance of being forgotten, though, because like I said, some of the stories lack that depth. There wasn't that one super strong story that just stuck out and was like, oh, you know, that's like the best story of the anthology, or the lack of like sort of overall focus kind of bugged me a little bit. So check out Southbound if you want to. If not, don't. Whatever. I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5 because I did think it was better than average. The acting, the little bit of gore they had, the stories, I thought they were all good. A lot better than something like Tales of Halloween, which was supposed to be the big anthology. This is definitely better than that. So if you've seen Southbound, let me know what you thought down below. Tell me I'm effed up. What was your favorite segment of the, you know, movie? And did you like it? And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.